We spent the weekend in the beautiful city of Oxford. So in this week's video, we want to show you around Oxford, tell you what we thought because it was James's first time there, and also let you know about some of the sites that you can stay in and how to get in and out of Oxford. So let's get on with today's video. We're James and Rob, and this is our dog Oscar. It's a really steep learning curve when you start your motorhome, campervan or caravan journey, and there is lots that we wish we had known. So we decided to document what we have learned and share with you our adventures as we head out on the road again.
Hello everybody and welcome to this week's episode. We are having a weekend away in Oxford and we've just arrived, and it's great. We have an electric car and it was easy to park in the central car park and get free charging while we shop and walk around. So come with us as we explore Oxford. Now James has never been to Oxford before, have you, James? So what do you think so far?
Quiet so far.
Yeah, it's sort of, what is it, 10 o'clock on Saturday morning?
Yeah.
So fairly quiet. Anyway, let's have a wander around. We're just fantasising about staying in the Malmaison Hotel, which is right in the centre of Oxford and is built into the castle, as you can see. And it's springtime at the moment, so look at all the lovely wisteria that has come out. And of course, Oscar's with us this weekend having a sniffari as he sniffs lots of new smells. So having a wander around the main part of Oxford, see all these lovely old buildings. I always think if you look up you get a sense of what a place used to be like. Anyway, we're having a wander around through the main town bit before we go down some of the back roads, so that before it gets too busy and too crazy, which it isn't at the moment, which is nice, although it is a bit chilly today. After a week of spring weather, it's much chillier today. There's lots of these side streets off the main street, which is really typical and worth exploring. And you can see lots of all the old buildings and of course all of the Oxford colleges as well. Here is the famous Bodleian Library, where many escapades have taken place in various films such as His Dark Materials and no doubt other places. Camera obscura is at the top. You get to see an amazing view of Oxford, and I'm sure I'm wrong, but I think this might be the original part of the Bodleian Library because I always remember the round bit, but I'm probably wrong. Oscar doesn't like walking on the cobbles, and so we think there's a Morris dancing festival going on this weekend because there's a lot of Morris dancers, strangely dressed people. Such an English thing. Imagine going to university here, what an experience that would be. Well, I think these are probably Alice in Wonderland quotes. Of course, Lewis Carroll was born or based here. There's a lot of Alice in Wonderland things that you'll see, and we are coming up to the bridge of Sighs. I'm going to cross over the road. So what an amazing area here. You get the Bodleian Library on one side and then the Bridge of Sighs on the other. Should we go down there and learn that? bit about why this is called. Just nice wandering around. Shame it's not a bit warmer, but it's definitely a place to come and wander. And if you want to park, we parked in Westgate car park. Lots of spaces, and there are also lots of spaces in the town at the moment. So I guess the answer is to get into town early. This is obviously where Edmund Halley lived, of Halley's Comet fame. I mean, of course, there's lots of famous people that lived here. If we had smell-o-vision, you would be able to smell all the beautiful smells coming from the blossom. That's amazing, isn't it? How pungent the smell is.
Hello, Oscar. Are you trying to catch up with me? Are you trying to catch up? Hello.
We are the oldest coffee shop in Europe. Best coffee since 1654. Wow. That's an impressive claim, isn't it?
Well, in the 1600s, all the coffee houses where
Oh yeah, all the trade took place.
yeah, trade and education, all the scholars used to be up.
Yeah. Where did we learn about that?
It was on that
Oh yeah,
that YouTube.
yeah. There you go, guys. Just goes to show that you can learn a lot from YouTube, because we watch a historical food YouTube channel where he was telling us all about the coffee houses in the 1600s in the UK, which is where all the scholars met and all the trade took place, way before tea became popular. And I guess there were lots of them in Oxford. We're standing on Magdalen Bridge now, just looking down to the river, and you can take your own punt out here. £40 for 4 people, or £50 if you want someone to punt the boat, whatever you do on a punt boat. This is a view from the other side of the river into the botanical gardens. So, which we're going to walk into now.
In 1290, all the Jews were expelled from England by King Edward I. They were not permitted to return for over 350 years.
So anyway, the botanical gardens were another £7 to get into, so we decided not to go in. Even the outskirts of it are so pretty, aren't they? Look what you're surrounded by. We are now at Christchurch Meadow, which is just by the botanical gardens, and we're going to let Oscar have a little wander around. Like everything else in Oxford, it's extremely well manicured, and you can see that they are playing a game of cricket, which is Christchurch College. So, could you get anything more quintessentially English than this cricket surrounded by this view? And you just turn a corner and you stumble across a building like this, which I'm going to tell you hopefully what it is. And so this is Christchurch College and the cathedral, and it was designed by none other than Christopher Wren, and it's one of the bigger colleges. Sorry? Oh yeah, hang on a sec. The cathedral's over there. Tulip garden. How lovely is that? Anybody that's thinking about bringing their motorhome or campervan into Oxford, remember it is a zero emission zone, so you would have to pay in order to do that. Luckily today we've come in my electric car, so that's not an issue for us, fortunately, but obviously it would be if we brought our motorhome into town, which probably wouldn't be the smartest idea. And for anybody that's not from the UK watching the channel, this is Morris dancing. Oh dear, some of them don't quite look like they know what they're doing. There's lots of other people waiting to have their turn. Well, there we go. That is Morris dancing. I'm not quite sure of the history, but no doubt I'll look it up and tell you. Can everybody see James being a Morris dancer? I can. You can see it's getting a lot busier now. It's heading towards midday and much busier than it was when we arrived. Good morning. It's Sunday morning and we are going for a country walk before we head out for a nice Sunday roast. And one lovely thing about Oxfordshire is that you can be close to a big town like Oxford or even Abingdon, but then you can be out in the countryside, which, oops, Oscar's having a wee, which obviously is lovely. So we're going for a walk to burn off some of the calories that we've eaten this weekend, and then we are going to go for lunch. The place we're staying have been super helpful, suggesting walks and pubs, and they've even let us charge our car at their premises, which is super nice of them. So, talking of sites and places to stay, let me share with you a few options that you have for staying near Oxford. Now, the first obvious one is the camping and caravanning club site, and if you are a member, then it's about £20 a night for a 7-metre motorhome or camper, and that's a grass pitch with electric hookup. Now, in total, they have about 28 non-electric grass pitches and 50 grass pitches with electric hookup. They're also dog friendly, and you can check in from 1 o'clock. And it's about 1.5 miles from Oxford city centre, and apparently there's a bus stop right outside of the site, so perfect location. Now, if you want something smaller, we definitely prefer smaller sites, that is also dog friendly, then try Green Acres Farm, which is a certified site. It's about a 10-minute drive from the city centre, and it has grass pitches with optional electric hookup. Now, bear in mind, to use one of these sites, you need to be a member of the Camping and Caravanning Club. The site has toilets and it also has Wi-Fi, but it has no showers, and it's £20 a night for 2 adults and a dog. Now, there's also a CL or certified location called Croft Farm, which is about 4.4 miles from Oxford city centre, and the farm includes an on-site cafe and farm shop, so that sounds great. All pitches come with electric hookup, and there are some hard standing as well as grass pitches. And this site is also dog friendly, and it has both toilets and showers on site, and it's £15 a night. So you can see when you go a little bit further outside of the centre, it gets a lot cheaper. So there's 3 different options for staying near Oxford. I think a trip away to Oxford in your motorhome or campervan is well worth it, because it's not a place that you would want to take a car into the city anyway. So it's really geared to providing public transport to get into the city. And there are, of course, many things to do both in the city centre and in the surrounding towns and the beautiful countryside. So I'd highly recommend a weekend or a week away in Oxford. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Please do give us the thumbs up, and if you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do, and of course make sure you smash the bell so you're alerted when a new video goes live. Also, leave a comment and let me know what kind of video content you would like to see more of. Is it travels like this, or site reviews, or product reviews, or van reviews? What's your favourite? Leave a comment and let me know. Other than that, we will see you next Sunday as we head out on the road again.